Victoria Bryant with HomeSmart. I'm here to talk to you today about earnest money. What is it? Earnest money is a good faith deposit that a buyer usually puts into an escrow account when they purchase a home. That money is held jointly for the buyer and the seller throughout the transaction. It can become a credit to the buyer's down payment depending on their loan program and how they have the contract written. Now, it's usually deposited same day or within 24 to 48 hours after the contract has been accepted by both the buyer and the seller and they've agreed on all the terms and conditions. Now, is earnest money refundable? Typically, yes, in certain circumstances and contingencies. For example, the home inspection. Buyer has a home inspection done within their time frame as allotted on the contract, and maybe they found some items that they disapprove of and they want to cancel. As long as they cancel within that certain time frame, they can get their money refunded to them. Now, the appraisal. If the home does not appraise for the purchase amount and the buyer and the seller cannot come to any type of an agreement as far as the appraisal and the purchase price of the home, then again, the buyer can cancel and they can get their money back. Now, if the seller is unable to convey a clear title, for example, maybe they have some sort of a lien against the title. It's possible they weren't aware of it, but throughout the escrow process, you're going to get what's called a title commitment, which we will cover in a different video. And that title commitment will make you aware of any possible issues with the deed of the home. If there's anything that the buyer disapproves of, again, at that time they can cancel and then they can get their money back. Now, if the seller fails to close or deliver the home for any reason, the buyer is also able to get their money back at that time. Now, what about the seller side? Is the seller able to keep the earnest money at any time? And in certain instances, they can. Let's say, for example, the buyer decides that they're going to cancel the contract for a reason that is not covered in the paperwork. Maybe it doesn't cover a specific timeline or certain contingencies. It is possible that the seller is able to keep the earnest money. Now, if the buyer gets their loan fully approved and then decides at the end of the process, I no longer want the home, I want to cancel, I don't want to sign my documents, I don't want to close. At that time, the seller may also be able to keep the buyer's earnest money as liquid damages for failure to close on the home. Now, maybe the buyer doesn't close on time. Sometimes there's certain situations where the buyer ends up needing an extra few days, and the seller may initiate what's called a cure period. Again, we'll cover that in another video. Now, that cure period will give the buyer 3 more days to finalize everything with their loan and close. If the buyer fails to close on time, then it is very possible again that the seller is able to keep their earnest money. Now, it's important that you work with an agent and always understand what you are signing when it comes to any type of paperwork to purchase a home. Sometimes there's language and clauses and ideas and contingencies in this paperwork, and without an experienced agent to help you navigate it, you may not realize exactly what you are being obligated to. I'm always here to help. You can call or text me at 602-743-1942. You can also message me right here on Facebook. I hope that this helps. If you ever have any questions, please reach out. And as always, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.